You hear a lot about artificial intelligence, right? But what does it really mean when we stack it up against our own intelligence? So let's explore this, but from the perspective of someone who actually builds these systems, so we can really get to the bottom of the difference between the human mind and the calculating mind.
Everything, and I mean everything, starts with this one powerful idea. The human being is a masterpiece. It's this rich, mysterious, creative, and empathetic container of intelligence. And look, this isn't just some poetic idea. It's the fundamental baseline we need to really grasp what's at stake here in the age of AI.
So, what is it that makes the human mind such a masterpiece? Well, it's not just one thing. It's actually a super complex interplay of different functional components. Let's break down what's at the core of our natural intelligence.
See, our mind isn't just a single thing. It operates through 5 interconnected nuclei. You've got memory, of course, but then there's the incredible depth of our emotions, our capacity for logic, our ability to form a self-image, and then this vast, mysterious territory of the unconscious. It's this rich combination that truly makes us who we are. Think of our emotional core not as lines of code, but more like a garden. It's a place of empathy that has to be cultivated. It allows us to feel what another person is feeling, to connect, to understand when to push a little in a conversation and when to just stop. It's a kind of intelligence that a machine, well, it just doesn't have it.
And this really highlights a key difference in how we think. Our logical mind isn't some pre-installed program. It's more like a set of mental gears for induction, deduction, and even abduction that we literally have to build and strengthen through effort and practice. We aren't just born with logic. We have to learn how to think.
We also have this incredible, almost magical ability to construct an image of ourselves. Scientists call the things that manage this mirror neurons, and it's just like an internal mirror. It doesn't just reflect us, but our understanding of other people too, shaping our identity through every single interaction we have. It's the very basis of our social existence. Okay, so now let's contrast this human masterpiece with the artificial mind we've created, the calculating mind. The difference is pretty stark, and it's absolutely essential that we understand it. So here's the crucial point. We have to reframe what AI actually is. We call it intelligent, but that's really just us projecting our own qualities onto it. In reality, it's a calcolo parlante, a talking calculation. Its thoughts aren't thoughts at all. They are unbelievably complex multiplications and matrix calculations happening at speeds we can't even imagine. When you put them side by side like this, the gaps just become, well, they become obvious, right? Where we have emotions, a self-image, and an unconscious, AI has nothing. Its logic is just an emulation, a statistical trick. And yeah, its memory is vast, but its interface is just language. Our interface is our entire being, our face, our posture, our gestures, everything. Just to give you a sense of scale on that memory difference, try to wrap your head around this for a second. Some of these large AI models have been trained on an amount of data that would be like a single human doing nothing but reading continuously for 300 years. Its capacity for storing information is just way beyond our biological limits. And this huge gap between our developing biological minds and these fully formed artificial ones, well, it brings us to a really critical problem, a serious choice we have to make, especially when we think about the next generation. I mean, think about it. A young person's mind is a work in progress, right? Their logical gears are still being built. Their self-image is fragile, it's still forming, their emotional garden is just being planted. So what happens when this developing human interacts with a machine that has, effectively, 300 years of knowledge? They're uniquely vulnerable. This whole situation presents us with 2 fundamentally different paths. The first is what we can call the surrogate mind, where we just delegate our thinking to the machine. The cognitive load drops to almost zero, but guess what? So does our cognitive development. The second path is the auxiliary mind, where we use AI as a powerful tool to assist our own thinking. We accept the cognitive load, we do the mental work, and we get stronger because of it. So, how do we make sure we choose the path of the auxiliary mind? How do we stay intelligent in an age of artificial intelligence? The answer really lies in strengthening the very core of what makes us human, our ability to think critically. It really just comes down to a simple 3-step process that any of us can practice.
First, you detect. Separate the fast-changing stuff in the foreground from the stable stuff in the background. Second, you distinguish. You observe the unique properties that make things different from each other. And third, you classify. You group things into mental categories. This is the very foundation of real thought.
So this is the challenge right in front of us. In a world full of powerful talking calculators, the real question isn't if machines can think, but what it means for us to think. It's a chance to recommit to our own messy, beautiful, and totally irreplaceable human intelligence. The choice really is ours.